All right, let's get it in. All right, well, happy July. My dear friends, been thinking about a lot, okay? Been thinking about a whole lot, a lot of stuff has really been running through my brain and my heart and my mind to give to you guys. A lot, I'm not gonna lie, like a whole lot. And I've been doing some deep evaluation and really trying to put myself in the mindset to understand each of you all's perspective. Okay, and I mean, I don't know if that's a real thing, but I truly believe that we know that the Holy Spirit can individualize whatever message for every single person on here, and that's always my hope, right? That's always my hope that the words that are said out of my mouth or whoever shares, that it specifically penetrates your heart and mind. But, and I know a lot of you guys woke up with a big courage for the month of July. And some of y'all killed June. You know, you had a good month, good month, nice enrollments, out here getting it. But tonight, I have a say it with your chest in my spirit, okay? All right, so what I mean by this, if no one's ever, does everybody on here know what that means? Everybody, no, yes, no, maybe so. All right, well, I'm gonna pause this because I am recording. Oh my God, it just made me want to cry. But say it with your chest. Excuse the language, especially if I had some kids around. Say it with your chest. Who got what I was saying about saying it with your chest? Here, let me say this real quick before I invite you guys to talk. Here's the thing. His uncle was in jail, and this is hilarious because I'm still feeling laugh in my spirit right now. I could straight bug up because I want to watch it again. But when you've really been through something, there's a difference in your thug. Okay? So when he gave his experience with the first wannabe thug, like just doing way too much, right? That's a wannabe thug. His uncle didn't quite make sense, but he just, very clear on what he desired in that moment, even though it made sense to him. I don't know if it makes sense to everybody else, but he didn't care if you understood what he was saying or not. He meant what he said, and he said what he meant, right or wrong. Okay, he had Kevin Hart trying to figure it out, like, you know what I'm saying? Kevin, like, what I missed, like, what am I missing here? Because he know what he's talking about. So here's the thing. My question to you is, when it comes to what it is that we do, because if we know, and this is big on our team, which is why we pray every day, if you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but if you know you're wrestling against the principalities of the unseen world, right? If that's what you're doing, are you really saying it with your chest? Or you just play pimp who keep getting slapped up all the time because you buff or you think that you read a scripture that you think you out here really slaying giants? You're not, which is why you're not moving and why you're not winning every single month, which is why you get taken out every single time something comes against you. I'm not saying that things aren't going to come and trip you up, but at the end of the day, as much as you get tripped up, are your legs shaking and you still walking? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still get your jiggle on but you're still walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, go with me in the humor. But does anybody get what I'm talking about today? Listen, I'm so sick and tired, and I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up. If we got some guests on here, this is the real talk with Rachel, right? Okay, Money Squad, y'all already know what's up, because y'all know I'm gonna give it to y'all at all times. If you're new, welcome. Hey, I'm Rachel. I love you. The love of the Lord. Okay, you know I'm honest. I'm tired of y'all not winning. Tired. Been tired. Years. But I thought I'd say it again for you guys. Tired. Tired of you quitting on yourselves because other people quit on you. I commend you for continuously showing up. Like, y'all showing up is legit. So we're not going to take away from what you are doing. And this does not take away from what you are doing. It just reminds me, if y'all did not watch the Pastor Hannah Well, we did that on the Power Hour, I think, or something like that. Go back. I don't even know. I think it was last Saturday devotion by Pastor Hannah, John Hannah. Go watch it. Go watch it. You have to be willing to be corrected if you want to go forward. Period. You have to be willing. And just because you're corrected does not mean that it's taking away from what you've done or who you've been or where you've been, right? So for example, Miss Boxing like crazy. But for example, if I'm going into my boxing with my personal trainer and my kick is good, but the position is off on my foot, and it's taken away from the power of my kick, or my stance is off a little bit, or like I'm slapping my punches, do I not want my trainer to correct me, especially when he's got me sparring next week? Yes, I want him to correct me. Do I want him to, of course, give me positive affirmations in the moment? As much as he feels like he's supposed to, because he knows as he affirms me in the moment when he sees me doing something well. That's a word for somebody. You need to affirm your team when they are doing something well. So if they show up, tell them, hey, good job. I'm glad you hopped on tonight, because showing up is half the battle. If they run their auto ship, I'm like, oh my God, girl, you ran your auto ship before the 15th. Like, you are on track for being successful. Like, it's those small things, but then you don't take away from correcting. You have to correct. If you are a trainer and you are not correcting, you are wrong. And if you are a trainee and you're not getting corrected, then you need a new trainer. And here's the thing, if you have taken away the permission from your upline or from your enroller to correct you, that's a problem. And you may have taken away the permission and don't even know it because your attitude is trifling. And so right now in this moment, you may need to say, well, maybe I wasn't approachable, or maybe I didn't like the way that she was training me. And here's a wake-up call. You're not always going to like the way that your trainer trains you, but the question is, do you get the results? I mean, it's the difference between they're hard on you and they're disrespectful. So are they disrespectful, or are they just trying to pull the best out of you because they see the potential of what you are able to be? Are you in your feelings because you feel like you're not doing well and you're not rising to the occasion, so it's making you feel some type of way? It ain't even them, it's you feeling some type of way, because we love feeling some type of way. Like, make me feel some type of way. Oh, make me feel some type of way. Some type of way. Y'all know that song? Hey. I'm just saying. See, y'all need to stop singing them songs. Like, that's why you feel some type of way, because you out here listening to feel some type of way. You Drake, you in my feelings, and you wonder why you always in your feelings. Like, come on, get out of here. Like, get it together. This is why you so jacked up. It's because you listening, as Pastor Todd says, you out here listening to Prophetess Sierra, Prophet Drake, and you wondering why it's prophetically showing up in your life. So, we're ready to say it with your chest, okay? Because when you say it with your chest, you mean what you say, and you say what you mean. So what do you really believe? Like, do you believe you're Ruby? Do you believe you're Diamond? Do you believe? And then on the flip side, are you going through the trenches in order to understand what that even looks like? Or do you quit every single time? And we talked about this. Are you quitting? Are you quitting every single time it gets hard, but you showing up though? I ain't sent no messages today, but I showed up though. I'm not taking it away. Like, you showed up. That's what's up. Like, showing up is half the battle. Like, shout out to you. How many times you want me to shout out to you for showing up? Like, come on. It's great. But when are you going to take the next step? And you're wondering why every single month you got this $40 check, and it's be $40. You got this $40 check. Y'all, I can't help myself. You got this $40 check. This is how I keep y'all awake, okay? Because I talk too much. You got this $40 check, and it's because you won't take the next step. And then every time your trainer try to check you, not even check you, encourage you to do the right thing. Every time your enroller does that, I want to play a song, make you feel some type of way. And you might as well just go in your car and put your headphones on because you feel some type of way. Okay, I had another song that was coming to me, but I stopped it. But anyways, all right, who got some? Out here like, stop asking me that. Well, if you did it, we would stop asking you that. Like, you should already come like, hey, I'm reading, not, Well, Rachel gonna ask me what book I'm reading. Let me act like I'm reading the book. Like, boo, if you want to change your life, read the doggone book. What products are you using? Rachel gonna ask me that, but see, what happened was I can't run my auto ship because my heater went out. You know, come on. Like, do you want to change your life or do you not? You can, like, for real, do you or do you not? Because when you say it with your chest, because you've been in jail, you ain't got no choice but to do it. So we don't want God to put you in a situation where you have to have it. And a lot of y'all there, but y'all buckling at the knees. You know what I'm saying? Like, you buckling, like you need the money now. It's especially with everything going on. So if you gonna turn on the song, I'm gonna need you to turn on I'm in my zone. Okay. See, I shouldn't put the shirt on. Maybe it's the shirt today because I might be feeling Delta. I just feel like I'm Delta Rachel today. I got different personalities, okay? I might bust out my stroll today, okay? Just channeling my inner Delta Sigma Theta. Y'all gonna talk to me tonight? Okay.
I'll go. That's true though. Say it with your chest, because last month I was like, you know what? I reached out to Keisha. I said, I've decided that I am going to be boxed for a double by this date, and I did it. It was just like I was like, I like said it with so much conviction, like I kind of shocked myself, like, okay, this is what we doing then. Like, I'm in here, I'm doing this, and I did it. And then I was like, okay, I have no choice, you know. But then, you know, when you just start falling off, or you just start, you know, getting inside yourself, you just back up a little bit, then the things may not happen. But it's all like, it's because of the way you talk to yourself, or the way that you handle things and stuff like that. And it's crazy because I think I forgot who it was, I cannot remember her name, but we had it was a Tips from the Top one time, and she was like, you know, with the color personalities, it's like your primary color is like basically who you are, what makes you blah blah, but your secondary color is like what you fall back on when you get into like certain situations, or like basically in your feelings. My primary colors are yellow, red. So when I'm yellow, you know, yellow, stand up. Okay, so we like to be talked to, and you know, just tell us what we're doing wrong, and I bet you won't have to tell us again, basically. But you know, just be upfront with us. But when I get in a hard spot, or like let's say I don't have no money in my account, I need to pay my light bill or something, then my red come out, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, and you gotta say it, like really mean it. So you just gotta mean what you say, not just say it because we on a meeting and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna say I'm going diamond because that's the thing to do, and you're not really walking in that or really speaking that to yourself every day. So it's all about, you know, like, say it with your chest.
Yeah, it was so many times back in the day that I would say stuff, and at one point I just told Rachel, I was like, look, I'm tired of talking, I'm just gonna show you, like, I ain't saying nothing else. I just stayed saying something because I showed up, but I wasn't implementing. And so that's a big part of it. Like, yes, showing up is half the battle, but implementing what you get when you show up is what makes it real. And then a lot of times I was just thinking, you know, a lot of times we always, you know, ask like, how are you doing this, or, you know, how many messages are you seeing, or how do you get this, and how do you do that? And that is a result of you not doing it, because what we do is not rocket science. If you do it, you can figure it out. It's just a result of you not moving your feet, and you not even trying to even figure out what it is that we do, and figure out how to tweak it, and you know, how we do this and how we do that. It's just a matter of you not doing it. And so a lot of times, even back in the day, like, it was so stupid. I had an aha moment, like, you don't work your business unless Rachel checking for you. That's dumb. Because why are you not working? Or why does, like, you working and you not working go on her checking for you? Like, you still have a goal. Like, you still need money. Like, what is going on? Like, you know, so just be real with yourself. And like she said, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. When you say what you mean, you be about that action. Like, the action comes to back it up, because you really know, like, you really legit. And so
Last month, um And last month was the first month that I did not reload diamond since I went diamond. And I was sitting here wondering, like, what changed from, the previous months. And one of the things that I noticed was, I was at some point allowing life circumstances and stuff that I had personally going on to stop me from keeping the motion. Like, I remember at some point last month, Rachel said, well, what is your goal? And I was like, I'm reloading diamond. But I ain't like, just looking at the way that my setup was, I was like, am I really going diamond? Like, I didn't really, like, am I really reloading diamond? Because I didn't really believe it. Just because and another thing was, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, one of the things that Rachel asked was, what are you leaving back in June? And one of the main things was, I would always slow down pace, waiting for other people to get back to the level that I want them to be at. And not understanding that everybody not going to move. Everybody is not a Karen. You can't expect everybody to move at the pace that you want them to move at. So, like, I still, have to be there for them and, let them know that, keep inviting them to the things that we have and all of that. But I still have to keep moving my feet, even if they don't want to move their feet for themselves, because I noticed that I started wanting stuff more for people than they wanted for themselves. And that started to slow me down on top of everything else that I had going on. Like, I was still, signing customers. Matter of fact, last month was the first month I didn't even complete all my steps. I didn't sign one DT to complete my steps. Matter of fact, I was like 2 customers off. The first month out of all the time that I done been back, have not completed my steps. Did not reload diamond last month. The first time. And I had to sit here and I was really having a conversation with my husband. I'm like, what's different? And that was some of the stuff I had to literally sit down and reevaluate. Like, Karen, what is it? So this month I said, I'm going double diamond this month. And I made sure I said it with my chest this morning. I made sure that I said it out loud to people so they can hold me accountable as well. Like, I'm going double. Like, and I'm not going to allow I'm not going to focus on what people are not doing, because I know if I continue to do my steps, it's going to happen regardless. Like, continue to do your steps, keep working your business, even if other people are not working theirs. Like, that's their check. You want to see them win, but you can't drag people to the finish line. You can't drag people to get up. Like, they got to work. So, that was like really an aha moment for me. I was like, Karen, you legit did not reload diamond last month and you did not finish your steps. Like, that's not normal. I at least try to complete my steps. Like, that ain't normal.
And sometimes you gotta put yourself on blast. So I appreciate that, because at the end of the day, if you can be honest and transparent, sorry for cutting you off. If you can be honest and transparent, then that thing cannot sit and fester and control you all month long. But what people do is they get that shame, that guilt, that, oh, I didn't reload, or oh, I didn't complete my steps, or oh, my auto ship didn't run, or oh, my auto ship declined. All right, let's do something real quick. If you're on here, and since you've been in your It Works business, if your auto ship has ever declined, I want you to drop a me in the comments. My auto ship used to decline all the time in the beginning, okay? Like, all the time. Had declines. Almost everybody. Okay, Ficky, get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. What? Okay. Everybody's had an auto ship decline. Hey, like, well, not everybody, most people. So you really should empathize with your customers when you see that auto ship decline. Like, oh, dang, you need some money. Because listen, I know how I feel for my auto ship decline. Like, I'm just saying, right? That's good, Karen. I do want to tell y'all this. You don't know that song? Am I that old? Oh, Jesus, are we old? Oh. Y'all don't know that song? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, she's 22. Oh, wow. Dang, y'all, we old. Dang. Whew, that is, oh, God, help me, Lord. Dang. That's the first moment I never felt old. Like, help Jesus. We getting old. Ooh, cry. That ain't cool. All right. But what I was going to say is, are you letting people take your belief away? I'm really depressed about that, but we're going to let it go. Are you letting people take your belief away? Because what happens is you pull out this chart. So, like, for example, me, like, triple diamond, what's up, right? Like, I'm going triple. Boom. And then you go and you talk to the person that you're casting the belief to that they're your double diamond, and they out here like, well, I don't know. Or they like, oh, well. And then, or they be like, yes. And then they enroll no distributors, and you be like, bruh, I can't do this. Well, I'm not going to do this all by myself. Not no triple diamond. Now, diamond, you do by yourself. But, like, not no triple diamond, them that. And then you be like, well, I guess God's got to send me a double diamond. Instead of saying, no, God's going to send me a double diamond, and I'm still going triple diamond. And it's when you keep speaking it, regardless of what anybody else on your chart is doing, that's the thing. And this is good because I'm glad it's the second. I don't care who said what. You still decide that you're going and you're getting it. Period. Y'all have to teach me how to do the ratchet period. Period. How you do it? Or is it supposed to be like soft? Y'all have to teach me another time. Still trying to stay hip. Because some people, you just have to move them over to a 400 box. And say, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. Make his face shine upon you. Be gracious to you. In the midst of me going triple diamond. And that don't mean I feel no type of way. You cannot be out here feeling some type of way and treating them bad just because they're not ready to go triple, double, diamond, ruby, whatever. Now, there are some people who, based on how you come for them and you talk to them, they may say, okay, I can do this. But are you a vision caster? Or are you coming to them with a question? Like, all right, you going diamond this month? Or you coming like, you going diamond this month? Like, we about to do this. How are you coming for them? Because the posture that you come at them matters too. Because they be like, I mean, am I going diamond? Because you don't make me believe I'm going diamond. Are you holding them to those standards? If they say, yes, I want to go diamond. Yes, I want to go double. Are you holding them to the standards of, all right, come on, steps complete in the first week. What's up? And then if they decide that they're not ready to move at that pace to help fill those boxes, are you willing to still love them while moving on and opening and freeing up that box? Or do you try to make them a double diamond and now you pissed because you're trying to make somebody something they don't even want to be? Or they're not, and I'm saying actions speak louder than words. Y'all, this is Ruby included. Who got some?
Hey, y'all. Oh, for the month of June, everything came and just hit me like, oh, Brittany, you were saying something from? But I just wanted to say, like, Karen was saying she didn't repeat her diamond step, but Karen made sure she reached out to her team and made sure we was on the right track. And it made me get like 14 customers for the month of June. I didn't get my third DT to go Ruby, but I'm gonna go Ruby in July, and I ain't even worried about it. But, and another thing I want to say too is, when Rachel get these meetings and she tell us to come in and show up, when you show up, like, the meetings help me keep going. It's a push. You feel like one day you ain't got it, the next day you be like, all right, I got it. I'm going for what I want to get. Keep showing up and coming to the meetings has helped me. And I just want to say that. They ain't having these meetings for nothing. So y'all get on and do what you gotta do.
Did you have something, Brittany? Hey, girlfriend. No, you just unmuted on accident. Okay. You didn't know you was muted. Yes, and Arnisha killed it. Like, even though you feel like you didn't make it to where you wanted to go, but you stay consistent where you are, and before you know it, you're gonna blow up because the consistency compounds. Like, I think people don't realize that, like, your consistency is going to compound. And every single last one of y'all, I really want y'all to do some self-evaluation and figure out what you're not doing. There's one thing that you're not doing. And there might be multiples, but there is one thing. Like, can we be honest? Let's be honest in the comments right now. What are you not doing? Are you not going live? Are you not messaging consistently? Are you not following up? Are you not updating your chart every day so you don't even set intentions and know what you're trying to get? Are you not getting up your host to post every single day? I'm not. I have to be honest about that one. And I'm still getting up a whole bunch of host to post like that. We're not going to have a host to post conversation today because we got a new movement coming up. So make sure y'all get on that every single day. Are you not showing up consistently? Have you hashtagged your circle matters, still hanging around the same people? God, thank you for touching my tongue. Hanging around the same people who are not where you desire to be? Are you listening to negative people and people who are not for your business? Are you listening to yourself and you ratchet in your head? Your thoughts ratchet. You need to stop listening to yourself. You probably need to have personal development plan 24/7 until God fix your mind and touch your unbelief. I'm serious. Because some of y'all don't even realize the record that you're playing between your ears. You listening to something, all right, and it's something that's telling you that you can't do it. It's something that's telling you that you're not about this life. It's something that's telling you that you're not worthy or whatever that means, because nobody's worthy. Okay, come on, none of us is worthy. Come on. What are you listening to? Are you doing too much? That's some people. You need to start telling people no. I tell people all the time. And that Shonda Rhimes book was really good. If y'all read it, it was a great book. But y'all not Shonda Rhimes. So stop being a year of yes and saying yes to everything when you need to be saying no. Who else?
Can I say something?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so I'm gonna have an honest moment. Can y'all hear me okay? You can hear me, right? Okay. So and I just started a book club with my cousin and my sister. And we're starting to read this book. And I just asked them a question tonight. Can you have a rolling Sabbath day? And I caught myself, and I just realized Jesus is talking to me. He's like, you ain't took an off day, like from everything, like not just one of your jobs, but everything. You ain't took an off day in like forever. And I was like, oh, because people keep saying to me, you need to slow down. You need to slow down. And I'm like, yeah, just playing. I'm just trying to get it where I fit in. But yeah, I ain't took an off day, like a for real off day, in a long time. So I think this is God telling me I need to be more obedient.
Maybe not more obedient, but just obedient. Just obedient. Just obedient. That's good. Thanks for sharing that. I'm looking forward to hearing how that day off goes. So, who want to say it with your chest? Like, what y'all about to do this month? Some of y'all been here for some months. It's time. Charlotte, you going diamond? What y'all doing? Yes. Yep. Robin going diamond. What's up? Shutting it down. POP. Don't make me start calling y'all out. Mama, I love you.
Can I say something real quick? All right. So I just want to encourage everybody, because I was talking to Cassandra about this, and I was like, we really have to stop creating space for the enemy to have his way. And it's sometimes we do it and don't even like pay attention to it. So the word "but" came up when we were talking, and we'll be like, oh, I got 5 hosts to post up, this, and that, but I didn't do this, or I did this, but I didn't do that. So the word "but" was becoming a space where we allow negative things to come in, and negative talks, negative thoughts, just a door to just combat what we said that was positive. So just stop speaking and stop allowing the space for the enemy to come in and just tell you that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So I am going diamond this month. And I told Cassandra, she was like, I'm going diamond this month. I'm like, okay, well then I'm going double diamond this month. Like, we're going to do big things, and we're believing God for big things, and there's not going to be any buts or excuses. So yeah, just be encouraged, guys. Stop creating the space.
Y'all can already just go ahead and tell Cam. Y'all can just tag her after this and just make a post and say Rach was on one because you had her drinking Skinny Brew, trying out that little. It's okay. I'm gonna drink Skinny Brew all day, every day, and then I'll just take melatonin at night. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know. You know, melatonin is natural. I've never taken it ever in my life. Well, come on, Robin. Yes, they are. Excuses are tools of nothingness. We won't. Quote it for you today. That's not what they are. Yes. Who else got some?
I guess my baby on.
Because I'm obsessed. Excuses are tools of incompetence used to build mindedness and nothingness. Those who specialize in them seldom amount to anything. Okay, I know the poem. Just so you guys know, 12 years. Okay, go ahead, girlfriend.
I guess my baby unmuted for a reason because I need to share. But sorry, did somebody else want to say something?
Mommy.
Shania. Oh, that's her daughter. Go ahead.
Okay. So excuses. We make up a lot of excuses. I'm gonna share something that I haven't shared on social media yet, but I feel like I'm gonna share it with the team so y'all can know. So I found out that I was pregnant last month, and I'm now 3 months pregnant already. And when I found out I was pregnant, I had this big, oh my God, now I need to sleep in. I can't get up no more at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's too much for a pregnant woman. I can't be working like I used to work. And so and then my mother-in-law came in town from the 11th to the 30th. So that was another excuse. My mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law is in town, so I need to spend time with her. I can't be working my business. And for an entire month, thanks to God, I reloaded to Ruby, but I didn't work my business like I used to, like I normally work my business. And so what I want to say is, if you don't work your business, at least do something. Because what I did do is not do nothing. So I did set out my host to post message every single day, but I didn't post on social media. I didn't update my stories. I didn't do what I was supposed to be doing, but what I didn't do was do nothing at all. So make sure, because life happens to everybody, we always have our moments. I have my moments when I thought I couldn't work my business. So when life happens, just don't do nothing at all. Do something, because I did work my butt off the months before, my value either ended up running back in. The people that I was able to follow up with end up signing up as loyal customers. They weren't new people I talked to this month because I talked to nobody it wasn't new people I talked to last month because I talked to nobody new last month. It was just all from my follow-up. So when you put in the work, when you plant your seeds and water them, when times do happen like this, you'll be able to still flourish from it. So yeah.
Hey, y'all. So I want to say something that happened toward the end of the month. Well, yesterday. So 2 days ago, I had water damage in my unit because I live in an apartment building. And the first time we had water damage in the closet, it was a neighbor who had overflowed their sink, and she didn't know. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. Still working my business from my phone, doing my posts, doing my everything. So a couple days go by, it was more water damage in my closet, and the ceiling started coming in. And it started as a little like cave in, and then it just completely like ruined everything in my closet. Books, clothes. I was like, okay, don't take this as a learning moment. So I went to my stories. Instead of going live, I went to my stories, and I started talking to people and say, well, the way you react to stuff is usually how you will react to everything. I wanted to blow up. I wanted to punch a wall in. I wanted to punch people. I wanted to walk outside. I wanted to lose my complete mind. But I had to stop and say to myself, okay, that's not a good example for my children. Yeah. Boy. That's not a good example for my children. So how can I use this as a teaching moment? Because I'm an example for them. So the first thing No. The first thing that I did was I said, okay, let me use this as a teaching moment for everybody. And I went in my stores and I was like, you guys, the way you react to things is usually how you react to everything. So if you lash out and get mad at everything, like if life happens to you and you react mad all the time, that's how you're gonna treat everything. So I didn't get customers all that day which I didn't. I was mad about that too, but I digress. I didn't stop doing my business, but at the same time too, my shifting of my mind, I had to keep telling myself, okay, just do your business. If stuff is making you mad, do your business. Pour yourself into your business more. And I did not stop doing anything different. You couldn't go to my page and not see anything that I didn't post, because I kept consistently posting. I didn't message like how I wanted to message, but the people that was following me and following up with me was like, hey girl, you still got some sample coffee? I'm like, yeah, give me a second, let me get my mind right. And I normally say to people, like, if I get my mind right, then I can go ahead and do whatever I need to do. And people took that as, oh girl, I didn't know you taking pills. I'm like, it's not pills, it's not what you think it is. It's Convienza, and I can explain to you what that is. Just give me a second, let me inbox you, and again, let me get my mind right. But I took that as a learning moment, because I could have took that, the caving of my closet and stuff happening in my house, I could have took that and just totally shut down from social media and stopped running my business. So don't ever give up. Keep swimming, like Rachel be saying.
That's so good. Oh, yeah, girlfriend.
Sorry. Something I wanted to say about say it with your chest. So another aspect of that, saying it with your chest, is it comes when you're mentoring your team. Say the stuff that you know that they should be doing with your chest, because you know that they should be doing it. So that was initially what I thought when she said say it with your chest. So I thought that I should just reiterate that, like, not only saying it with your chest about what you're going to do this month, but when you are mentoring and coaching and training your team, say the things that you know that they should be doing with your chest.
Yo, that is so good, because sometimes y'all will allow y'all team, me too, okay? Hashtag me too. There's been times where I remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I had a moment. Actually, I know the people on here, y'all remember. I remember this specific, I think this specific conversation was with Toya. Maybe other people were there. But I remember looking at my TV. I don't even know how much we paid for it. We paid a lot of money for this TV down here. A lot, okay? In cash, right? And I was looking at it and I was like, is this like not a big deal? Like, people out here, you know, with TVs like this and paying for them in cash, like, is building a house like not a big deal? I'm so confused. Like, what, like, is everybody rich? Like, I'm confused. Like, I was so confused, because you know we got a lot of hood rich people out here. Like, everybody in your family got the J's, but you don't own a house. Like, everybody in your family got the J's, but you on food stamps. Like, let's just be honest, right here in this space. And so for me, I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe they know what they're talking about, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe they don't need to run out of shit because you rich over there. Like, you hashtag that free. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not the one who made $1 million and it works. Like maybe you got some juice I don't got, and not that we can't learn from y'all, because a smart mentor will always learn from their team. Always. I learned so much from my organization, especially how to be better. Okay, if you guys have never read, I think it's called The Dream Giver. I think it's called The Dream Giver. It's by the same guy who wrote Prayer of Jabez. Y'all should get it. Oh my God, it'll change your whole life. Okay, it is like, it will change your whole life. But, oh my God, y'all get it. Just right now, add it to cart and buy that book right now. It's called Dream Giver. But you can't let people start making you second guess what God told you and how amazing this business is. You'll have complaining customers. Like, I had to take a deep breath before I deal with my ghetto-fied customers. I'm thankful for them. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm thankful. But Jesus, some of them, I just be like, Lord, help me. Why did you send them my way? Like, what you trying to teach me in this moment? Like, bruh, like, okay. One girl told me today, I didn't sign up for no auto ship, but she signed herself. And I'm like, listen, Susie. Well, my name is Susie. That one, okay? Just pray for me. So, anyways, no more skinny bro before I hop on here with y'all, okay? But you cannot allow people to make you second guess your products or second guess your business. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because that was funny. All right. But who got something else to say? But let me tell y'all this, it's teaching me, because as I lean into the discomfort, it makes me slow down and mindful of who I'm signing, right? Instead of just being like, here go the card, you can sign up. I'll be like, nah, I don't even want that headache when your auto ship run. So let's get on the phone and talk real quick, okay? Let's make sure you know what you're signing up for and that you love it. And another thing, this is a tip for y'all. What you should do when you sign your people or as you're talking to them about signing, especially the TFX customers, most people are not, I'm just gonna be honest, most people are not gonna do the 90 days on the TFXX. They're not. It's not gonna keep their attention unless they're getting like some bomb results, right? Which normally comes with them mixing it with another product. What you should do is say, hey, we'll start you out. Like I have a girl who just signed for Skinny Brew. I said, we'll start you out with the Skinny Brew. She upgraded to the Mocha Dream. And I said, next month, we'll go ahead and have you do a cleanse. And then the last month, we'll wrap. So she already knows the casting of the vision for 3 months. So that's something that you can definitely start doing that will help you. So instead of, if they start on the TFX, be like, listen, and when you get snatched after your first month, we're going to cleanse you out with the second month. And then the last month, we're going to get you on these wraps and you're going to wrap once a week for 4 weeks, and then from there we'll see what product you want to continue for your next 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So cast that vision for your loyal customers. It's the same thing as casting vision for your team. Yeah, pray for me, okay? I don't listen to them songs no more. I told you I got it's all embedded in me. I have 30 years of ratchetness inside of me, so I try to stay away from it. If you guys don't follow Godly Girlfriends, Keisha and I did a whole call about music. Y'all be mindful of what y'all letting y'all kids listen to, okay? They might turn out, not the successful part, but the ratchet part. You know, the ratchet part of Rachel, y'all don't want y'all kids that ratchet part. I got a song for y'all to finish out tonight. It's a good one, though. It's a good song. I got something that I need y'all to do over y'all lives, but can I hear from y'all? Like, I need to hear what y'all gonna say with y'all chest for real and mean it walking into July. Like, and okay. Go ahead, Caitlin.
Oh, did I unmute myself? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
That's so funny. Everybody, all right, I'm gonna end with my song, and I'm just gonna play just first verse of the song, and then I'll see if anybody has anything to say, and then we're gonna finish this call out, and we're gonna all month long. When you feel some type of way, I'm gonna need you to stand up and say it with your chest. And I ain't gonna say the other part, but if you need to call me, I'll say the other part to you. Okay? Just call me. I got you. Don't call me. Okay. Don't call me. All right. All right, hold on. I shall have what I decree. Yes, I will. But I'm be mindful of y'all time. So what I need y'all to do is start opening y'all mouths and start speaking some things. Speak the right thing into the atmosphere. How about that? It's not speaking anything. It's speaking the right thing, just like Robin said. It's only allowing those things. And so if you're not journaling just yet, because you're slacking a little bit in the obedience department, how about tomorrow or even tonight before you go to bed, pick up your journal. There's so many times that you know you should be journaling because the things that are negative that are on your heart, you need to give to God instead of calling somebody and actually speaking it into the atmosphere. Do y'all know girl chat and speaking that negativity into the atmosphere is making that stuff manifest in your life? You are manifesting what you don't desire because you allow the enemy to use you to open your mouth and say the things that you don't desire to happen in your business. You know, they talk about this all the time and you think it's just, it's not, you know, it's circumstantial, but it's not. You are literally prophesying over your business to go down the drain. You are prophesying that no one will sign. You are prophesying that you are speaking over your business. And so you want to speak the things that you truly desire into the atmosphere. And I'm going to put a little sauce on it and tell you to say it with your chest, okay? So I'm going to pray real quick. Praying is bless somebody tonight. I am crazy in real life. So maybe y'all see that tonight if y'all never seen it before. I do love you guys. Thank you for putting up with me and my track list today and how I gave y'all the soundtrack. This is how you can love Jesus and be ratchet too. All right, y'all better speak that into the atmosphere. I don't claim ratchetness in Jesus' name. I am not ratchet. See, letting the devil use me. Speaking that. Yep, see, juking to Jesus in a matter of seconds. You just pray for me. Okay, we're going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for loving us, flaws and all. Can we just say that? But thank you for having your way. Like, seriously, thank you so much for, I'm just praying that tonight that because of you allowing this message to be individually customized for each person on here, my prayer tonight is that people leave so empowered tonight that their heads are uplifted, and regardless of what may have happened or may have not happened on last month, that they just feel so empowered to move forth in what you desire for them to do this month. You have exactly what they need in order to push forward, and it doesn't matter who's walking with them, who's running with them, who's in the mix. All that matters is that they have you. They continue to speak life over their business. They continue to move their feet regardless of just showing up, but actually doing the things that make them uncomfortable, the things that you've been telling them to do, the spirit of obedience, God. And so today I'm just praying that you honor them. You honor every person on here, and that you just strengthen them with your righteous right hand, that you touch their unbelief, and that you save them from themselves. So God, today we just praise you, we honor you, we adore you, even for hopping off this call, for unexpected loyal customers, for unexpected distributors, because we start to exude who it is that we desire on our team. We're going to start to attract people like never before. We're going to open our mouths and ask people to come along with us no matter what. So God, I'm just praising you in advance for all of the diamonds, the raining of diamonds, the raining of doubles, the triples, even the rubies and executives, people getting their first few promotions, God, and didn't expect to have success this quickly in the business, but because they are linked up with you, because they're linked up with you, God, there are no limits and there are no limitations to what you can't do. And I even decree and declare those who have the $15,000 bonus, God, that they lock that in, God. They lock that in and they actually go after it instead of being afraid of the journey that's before them. So God, we just love you. We honor you. We adore you. And we lift up your immaculate, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. God's name is high. Okay. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.